The idea was first brought up by Christine and Mark Manalang because of the music, because the lyrics say a lot. It tells a lot of the storytelling per song. And like I said, it has a lot of depth to it. So it really lends itself to creating a storyline around it.
The whole idea of the song, it resonates. And I think that's the key to why it was chosen and why we've ultimately decided to produce it as a musical.
That's why it's very crucial that you choose a director who fits the concept. And we unanimously said Dexter is the person.
We all grew up with the music and songs from this iconic band. We hear them in the prom, waiting for the LRT during those times. Our first heartbreak, the first time that we had our first crush. We get to relate. If we had a problem with our parents, they had a song for them. And it has become a part of our lives.
It was a time you really form friendships and you have this music coming from this iconic band as a sort of a soundtrack to those friendships. It continues to be the soundtrack of your life, whether it's at one point, at one very low point in your life, or when you're very happy, or when you're in love. It's always there, kind of reflecting how you feel.
And for it to be translated to a musical with a story, sung by different characters, and a different narrative, with a different plot, it's gonna be exciting.
We're using it in a different way. We're using the music to tell a story. So it may not be exactly the way they hear it on the radio or in their cover versions, but we're gonna deconstruct some of it and use some of the lyric to tell the narrative.
Given the songs, we had to go deeper. And so we've come up with this concept, and we're hoping that it affects people in the way we want them to be affected by the music and by the story we are telling.
It's going to be a nice nostalgic feeling for the people who have learned to love it. And of course, it's a beautiful, not an awakening, it's a beautiful introduction to the millennials, to the young theater goers, to be introduced to their music on a different note, on a different level, on a different feeling.
Resorts World Manila.